Welcome, race fans. We're live here at Richmond International Speedway, under the lights here. ExtremeMotorsports99.com. Xfinity Series action going to be here tonight. And man, we got a star-studded field lineup for you here. Some awesome cars. Well, as always, I'm Joe White up here in the booth, accompanied by Dave Everly from Dre Broadcast. Dave, how you doing tonight?
Doing good, ready for some short track bumping. Is racing out here tonight.
Yeah, no doubt about it. Definitely been under the lights here. Short track style racing. Qualifying is about to be done with here, and we're about to go green flag racing here, Richmond style. Like you just said, Dave, short track, big field, some big top drivers here in ExtremeMotorsports99.com. These guys, men, are gearing up. 31 are some of the best that these guys have. And as notably, we call him the Superman. He's sitting on pole, hoping to try to make it tie the record of his 7 in a row consecutive wins tonight.
Well, I tell you what, though, he's got some hard competition behind him with Cameron Hearn, Alan Elwood. You got Mr. Extreme, Mike Rominger there. You even got some of the new birds. And also, if you take a look, ladies and gentlemen, we told you the last couple weeks he's been in the chat. And he said he was coming. That's right. The 24 of Delonte Ballard is out on the track. He has put down a qualifying time. He is going to be trying to dethrone the 73 of Jake Nichols.
No doubt about it, and it's going to be a good one here. As we're getting set, folks, get your refreshments, get everything geared up. It's going to be an awesome race here, and like what Dave said, a lot of competition and a lot of great drivers out here tonight.
Yeah, most definitely. I mean, just looking at the cars we got out here, I mean, we've got Mr. Popular, Tyler Sifford's out here. We've got Tom Wetmore's out here. Also, some of the new guys, you know, Marty Ray's doing pretty good out here. Hunter McDaniel, he's starting 5th. He's a newcomer to the series this year. Some of the experienced ones, such as we've got... wow, just, I don't know, man. There's just a whole bunch of talent out there, Joe.
I agree with you on that one. A lot of talent, man. A lot of these guys can get it done here tonight. Well, looks like we're gridding these boys up here. Let's go to the grid in order, because on pole tonight, Jake Nichols putting it out front. Cameron Hearn sitting in second. We got Alan J. Elwood right there starting third. Fourth place man, we call him Mr. Extreme, Mike Rominger himself. Hunter McDaniel coming up from the lower ranks of the trucks and all, bringing it up here to the Xfinity Series, starting in 5th. James Thorndike right there in 6th. 7th place man, Delonte Ballard, coming to showstopper. He's bringing the SRA camp over here with him, starting 7th. 8th place man, Bryce Senesac. He's a past champ in the truck series here at ExtremeMotorsports99.com. Gonna be a good one here for that one. And 9th place man, Brent Cool there. 10th place, Chris Gaboo right there as he rounds out. That's the top 10s. We look to the rest of this field. You just look through here, and it's a who's who of Extreme Motorsports 99. It's just some talented drivers out here, Dave.
Oh, most definitely. But, I mean, here's the thing. We got 140 laps out here tonight. Now, granted, I mean, looking at the lap times, these guys putting down 20, 21-second lap times. They're going to tick down in a hurry, but still got a long race here. So they've got some time to try to make it up to the front. Maybe we'll see some pitch strategy, but more than likely we're going to see some bump and run.
Yeah, no doubt about it. Short track racing excitement here tonight, folks. Get your hats, get everything ready. Tell everybody in the neighborhood, be quiet. And oh yeah, we're getting geared up for Christmas time coming around the corner too. So tell man Santa Claus it ain't time to come yet. We got racing to take care of here live at Richmond International Speedway under the lights here. And it should be a very good one. Like you just said, Dave, these boys out here, well, they're definitely going to put it to the wind and show why they're some of the best here as the pace car moves off and we're about to set to go green flag.
Yeah, I mean, well, we're short track. They're going to get 2 laps around the track before we go green, but they're itching to get it going. I mean, especially after tonight, only 2 more races after tonight's race before we start the chase. So some of these drivers, they're getting down to the nitty-gritty. They're going to need that win to get in. So we're going to see some maybe some desperation moves here trying to get up to the front.
Yeah, no doubt. There are 2 laps around here on the pace lap. Guys get to settle in, try to see what the car they got. New build, had a new build last week. Some of these drivers, the first time they've got to drive this, most notably our man on pole said himself, not had a chance to run this new build with this car he has yet. So it'll be interesting to see how long it takes these guys out here to adjust to the new tire model and everything that they've got going on.
Yeah, I mean, the races I've done, especially in this car here, they said that it's kind of loosened the cars up. That benefits some, that hurts others, so we're about to see what's going to happen.
Well, and you're right, it could be, man, definitely a lot looser. You know, and tire saving is going to be another thing. These guys are definitely going to have to save the tires here tonight, because that's going to be very, very important. As we're getting set here to go green flag, that pace car's coming out of turn 4. Dave, we're about to go green flag racing here at Richmond style. And listen, the storm of these engines come to life. Jake takes them to the point, green flag in the air as they head off into turn 1 right there. You see it, Jake jumps out front. You got Cameron Hearn right behind him, and they fanning out 2-2 and all the way back. But it's a good storm coming out of turn 2 down the back stretch.
Yeah, I mean, most definitely is got a little bit of battle here with Hunter McDaniel and Tyler Sifford. They're battling for that 5th position there as that 98 Tide Machine. Looking to the inside here. Not quite sure the inside's the place to be right now.
Yeah, no doubt about it. Right there, got a good battle. Tyler Sifford right there. You were just talking about it. He's in a mix at a little bit of mess. He's got the man look like James Thorndike right there on the outside of him as they run around here coming out of turn 4 to complete this lap. And this will actually be lap 2 here. Lap 3 that they just got across there, but they completed lap 2 of 140. Shouldn't be, you know, in a sense, we think that's a long race, but it's really not that bad because it is a short track.
Yeah, also taking a look back here, we got the 14 of Vern Bradley. He's making some moves as he gets around Scott Mitten, as he is now settled in right behind the 5 of Chris Gibbeu. But here in the back, you got a heck of a little hornet's nest. I mean, we've got David Hizza, Greg Bradshaw, Richie Evans, Matt Hoover's back here. Ethan Kurtz is back here as well. So we still got a little hornet's nest here towards the mid and rear of the field.
Yeah, we do. Matt Hoover right there trying to move that machine up to the front side. He's got a 48 right behind him. Richie Evans there. Greg Bradshaw's up in the high side of him. Right in front of him, we know him by the Carl's Body Shop. David Heiser. He's up there trying to move this thing to the front side. Good battle, like you said, though. The 20 of Ethan Kurtz. He's got his hands full there. Now, Ethan and Richie Evans, well, them two know each other quite well. They battled for kind of a Rookie of the Year, so to speak, last year. And a couple seasons ago in the trucks, and they've kind of came up the ranks together. They came up through the trucks here at ExtremeMotorsports99.com, and now in the Xfinity series here, running these awesome things. I think he still went back to the trucks and definitely running, but those two guys know each other quite well.
Yeah, I mean, most definitely is taking a look here. It looks like the rest of the field's getting kind of thinned out. Got a little battle here with the 51 of Davis Richards. The 07 of Gordon Larson is the 51 of Richards there. Goes to the inside, gets around him. Back single file here, but still got another battle here also. The 00 of Nick Hunt. He's looking under Devin Sanders as he gets around him. Looks like Devin Sanders has already got some right front damage there on the side of his machine.
Yeah, a little contact probably somewhere in the back there. And that's the thing, we talk about Richmond being one of these tracks, a very tricky track. And again, these guys with a new build out here, you know, Dave, we talked about it before. It's a whole new tire model out here. These guys are going to have to fill these cars. What will they do? How will they react? How will the tire fall off be throughout the race? That's something we're going to watch. As we actually got a battle going on for the lead up here. Cameron Hearn has run down Jake. Now, again, you know, we spoke about Jake earlier on. I talked to him before the race there just to kind of get an idea. He's run many of the cups on the new build, but he's not run this car. So it's something new for him. Didn't get a chance to speak with Cameron about it, though. Don't know if it's something new to him. So maybe he could have an edge up on how this car feels early on as you see him closing in on the leader.
Yeah, I mean, I tell you what, these lead guys here, Jake Nichols, Cameron Hearn, Alan Elwood, Mike Rominger, they're starting to separate here from the rest of the field. They're actually probably not even a half a lap, probably about a quarter lap there behind the last car that's on the lead lap. So they are setting down some wicked lap times here, running low 21s.
Yeah, they are. You're right. And actually, the whole top 6 machines are all in the 21s. You got to go back to 7th. Bryce Senesac, who's in the 22 seconds. Oh, look at Cameron Hearn come out of the turn. Almost stepped that thing sideways right there. Had to hang on to it. Looks like a Brahma bull right there. And he's riding that thing coming out of the turn. We're at lap 12 here. I just got a feeling with the new tire model, and myself, I haven't got a chance to get out there and run it or check it out. And I want to welcome everybody here tonight, but I haven't got a chance to check it out myself. Don't know if you have or not. I don't get to do much of the racing that I usually do. So to me, I don't know what these guys are feeling. I can only go off of what I'm seeing these cars. And even with the trucks, I've noticed after a while, coming out of the turns, these things start to become wicked loose.
Yeah, I mean, iRacing wanted to do a realistic tire compared to what they actually run in real life. They wanted the tire drop off. They wanted to see the lap times. So they kind of went in and messed with it. And from what I've seen in the broadcasts that I've done since the new builds, is that you can notice the tire wear. I mean, basically these races, it's about keeping your car clean and saving tires.
Absolutely, saving tires. I want to appreciate everybody, man, out there. And no problem, man. Absolutely. Definitely, man. Good racing here. And good to see everybody out there, man, enjoying the race right now. We're watching the top 3 runners here, Jake Cameron and Alan J. Elwood. They're putting on a show right now. They're nose to tail. And we're seeing these guys, man, just right there on top of each other, clawing and just grasping at one another as the top 3 run around here at Richmond tonight. Now, Mike Rominger, he's about 1.6 seconds behind this pack. You got to go back to Hunter McDaniel back there. I'm going to tell you what, it's definitely an awesome race that these guys are putting on. Another thing, Dave, guess what? Well, we got after tonight 2 more races, and we head off into the chase here for the Extreme Motorsports 99.com Xfinity Series after the, well, we have one race, excuse me. We have 2 races, you know, one tonight, one next week, and then we go for the Christmas holiday. Then we have a race, and then we go into the chase.
Yeah, we're going to start the new year with the chase, so that's going to be fun. But I tell you what, though, Hunter McDaniel, I mean, he is 1.6 seconds behind Mike Rominger. So actually, those front 4, I mean, they're really starting to pull away from the field. As Hunter McDaniel is actually 3.2 seconds behind the race leader, Jake Nichols. So these guys, I think they need to find something if they want to stay up there with them front guys.
Well, you know, they talked about the build here at iRacing, saving tires, watching those tires, but the top 3 definitely right now are just nose to tail on top of each other, just hammering on one another up there. And you see Alan J. Elwood take the 2nd place spot away from Cameron Hearn. He just powerhoused that number 4 machine of his to around him to take 2nd. And he's going to hope he can get up there and knock Jake right on out the way and take this win tonight. Definitely with something for him to bounce back here at Richmond. Very, very good run so far. And you're talking about Hunter McDaniel back there in 5th. That's another young man right there, Dave. He has moved up through the ranks here at Extreme Motorsports 99.com. Moved up, as I say. Well, if I'm not mistaken, I think he actually started in the K&N. I know he started in the trucks because you know that well. And speaking of the trucks, hey, if y'all want to see the truck action and K&N action, well, I got the man himself here. Dave Everly, Dre Broadcast Network. Check it out on YouTube, and I think he does the Twitch now. Check him out on YouTube. You can watch all that action, man, on Monday and Tuesday nights here at ExtremeMotorsports99.com. And definitely been some exciting action. You can see a lot of these drivers that we're talking about. Some of them that run the Xfinity run the truck. Some have actually stepped up from the truck and here. And I see we got Becky and Nancy out there. And what's up, Don? I see we got Tim, man. A lot of people, man, checking in, tuning into this awesome race. I just think, you know, we're in little packs right now, Dave. But these guys, man, definitely will be on top of each other before it's over with.
Yeah, I mean, the question, though, I have is just, I wonder what the pit window is going to be. But, I mean, these guys, 24 laps here. The fastest lap time of the night was set by Jake Nichols with a 21.184, but the last lap, he actually ran a 22.3, so almost a 1.2 second difference here in the first 24 laps.
Yeah, no doubt about it. We'll just give an update here. We'll see Becky, we see Tyler Sipford. He's doing quite well. Said he got a new internet connection and a new purpose on life out here for iRacing. Mr. Popular himself out here in the Tide Ride, trying to just clean up the competition. We're under caution, Dave.
Yeah, I think that's going to involve the 82 of Mike Franklin.
Okay. Let's go back on the replay. Check it out. What is that up here just talking up cool breeze and out there, Rick? All right, let's watch what happened
Actually
here.
Started with the 26 there, got into the wall and came down and made contact with the 82.
Okay. 26 was about two cars ahead of him at the time. And let's see what happened there. Like you just said, we're watching this replay here, so for the viewers, doesn't look like there was anybody around him. He was closing in. Now, the unfortunate thing was they were not far behind. Well, I'll say they weren't far behind the leaders. It looks like we got two Alan J. Elwood machines out there. Let's watch here what happened. Well, what do you think about the race so far here, Dave?
Well, I mean, I think these guys are just kind of settling in, seeing what the car is going to feel like. They got a good run, 27 laps on that run. So now they get a feel for it and what they got to do to help save some tires.
Yeah, saving tires, and I'll definitely agree with you on that. And got a good long green flag run, like you just said. They got an idea of what the car's going to do on a kind of a older set of tires and newer set of tires. So something that they're actually going to be able to put there. And I went a little bit further back than what I should have, but still watching the replay. Looks like the 82's climbing on the back end of the 26, and I don't know if contact between them two. I got a feeling it's coming up here pretty soon. But I agree with you there, Dave. It looks like the fact that these guys now are going to be able to see what those cars are doing.
Yeah, I mean, they got a good feel for it, but it's definitely still a lot of long racing, though. 113 laps to go.
Yeah, no doubt about it. Don't fall asleep on me over there, because we got a lot of good racing, man, left here in this one. As we're in the caution here for the first time tonight. There's a 26 machine there, and Mike Franklin himself. They let's get together. Like you said, looks like Mike Franklin's going up underneath the 26. Oh, they made contact coming out of the turn.
Yeah, the 26 got up into the outside wall and it pushed him down into the 82.
Wow. Well, unfortunate on his end right there. Just hate to see that. I don't want to see anybody getting taken out, because you know and I know, Dave, there's no fast fixes here. You tear the cars up, guess what? Boom, it's over with.
Yeah, but the good thing is it's short track racing, so you can get some damage and still be able to compete.
That is true. Yeah, I agree with you on that one. Aerodynamics, not going to say it's not important, but it's not as important as it would be like a 1.5 mile or a 2 mile or like a plate track race or something, where you really, really need every one of them fenders on that thing. That's it's just going to be one of them deals that if you get a little damage, like you said, maybe you can get it banged out and get that thing, man, back going again.
Yeah, I mean, we've seen it time and again. See, Monday night in the K&N, we were in Kentucky, same with the trucks. So, yeah, here at these short tracks, you can get a little bit damage and be able to pound it out and get back out there and still compete.
Yeah, no doubt about it. Well, folks, we're live here tonight, Richmond International Speedway, for ExtremeMotorsports99.com. Xfinity Series action here. It's been a good one so far. Jake Nichols is your man out front. Alan J. Elwood in second. Cameron Hearn sitting third. We call him Mr. Extreme. Mike Rominger sitting there in fourth. Hunter McDaniel rounds out the top five. We're getting set to go back green flag racing again here, Dave. Been a very, very good one. We've still got at least right now 30 machines out here that are going to do battle on this short track here at Richmond.
Yeah, I mean, most definitely got 29 of those on the lead lap. So we're getting ready to go back green flag.
Absolutely. Pace car's in. Green flag's going to wave, and it does, man. Out front, the 73 takes off, but here comes that 4 of Alan J. Elwood. Going to try to lock him down, as behind him they are 2 by 2 coming out of turn number 2. Down the bad stretch, you see that? Looking at number 57, Hunter McDaniel had to check up some, and when he did, caused an accordion effect behind him there with Bryce Senesack, James Thorndike, and Tyler Sipford.
Yeah, I mean, they just kind of ride in there, but I tell you what, I'm not old. Ooh, contact between Thorndike and Hunter McDaniel. Hunter McDaniel did a good job of saving that.
Yes, he did, and did an awesome job in front of the pack. It stacked the field up, but boy, I tell you what, you talk about a driving job and something that'll wake you up definitely faster than coffee would in the morning. Do that to you right there, because he had that thing completely sideways in front of a lot of cars. It could have been disastrous right there, the 57. My hat's off, dropped him back to 10th place, and a hat's off to all the other drivers, as he's still battling with that machine. Probably hurt them tires on it too.
Yeah, I mean, like I said, with the new build, it's a new tire model, so he's going to really feel them effects a lot earlier than most of these other drivers.
Yeah, no doubt about it. Definitely right there. But you see them, they're all stacked up in the back. Good racing there as he's trying to hang on to it. Marty Ray in the mix, Chris Caboo right there. You got Vern Bradley there and David Heisa. Definitely been a very, very good run. See, well, Tyler Sifford up there's got his hands full with Tom Whitmore's moved it up into the pack. Don't count him out. Still early in this one. He's got a lot of time to get to the front. We're on that lap 35 here of 140, folks.
Yeah, 106 laps to go. We still haven't seen a green flag pit stop. Last time they ran about 27 laps before pitting when we had our first caution. So the question is who's going to save those tires and get that late run?
Yeah, no doubt. Well, Tom's looking good. He's right there already in the 8th spot. Started 12th, currently sitting at 8th. He's right there on the back tailgate there of the 98 machine. Tyler Sifford, we call him Mr. Popular. We're under caution again here.
Well, that's going to involve the 48 of Richie Evans.
48, huh? Richie Evans. Let's see. Hopefully I don't go back too far this time. Well, they were all backed up back there about 2 by 2. 24's back there.
Contact between Richie Evans and Ethan Kurtz.
Ouch. I'm watching replay. They're almost 3 wide back there in the back at that time. Boy, I tell you what, you want to talk about a dogfight. Look at the mess there on this replay. I mean, they all were 2 wide, nose to tail. I mean, they just were scattered all over the place back there, just nowhere to go. As we're watching this replay here, as we went back on it, almost went 3 wide right there between the 74 and Richie Evans. As he got around the number 24 machine, I believe that's the 24. Actually, I have to find out who that other Alan J. Elwood machine is. 24 machine, yeah, who was in that 24?
The 24, that's going to be Delonte Ballard.
Yeah, way back in the back there. So he didn't get any contact or anything in any of this. So, wow. But he's back there in the mix, man, of machines that, you know, he's in the back of traffic. Now, remember, we talked about Delonte. He was looking forward to this race. But again, new build, new track, everything here, man, is definitely new. So he might be trying to just see what he can do in this car. As we're watching this here, he's in a good battle, though, with Richie at the time. Look at Ethan Kurtz. Ethan just looks like he's diving it in there. Oh, yeah, just, man, slight contact between the two. Coming out of the turn, and it made a huge accordion right there. That looked like too much damage on the 48. Maybe a little wing damage. Just turned him around. That's about 3 other cars behind him there, Dave, that actually got nailed as that wreck happened.
Yeah, I mean, short track, though. I mean, unfortunately, you don't really have too much reaction time.
No, you don't. I mean, especially when it happens right there in front of you. Well, look at this. Pit stops underway here under caution. Bryce Senesac putting it on front right there. On point. Tom Whitmore behind him, and there we go. We talked about him last time. Nice looking paint job. We talked to him last week when we were here. Actually, what was it? Yeah, last week. The number 88, John Houston, back in the machine there. He's got the, what is that, Smile More? Is that what it says on it? I think it says Smile More. So Smile More, Dave.
I don't think so.
Well, everybody knows, man, I'm a smiling and laughing because I love doing what I do here, bringing this awesome action. And I've always said it, man, I'll say it again, man. I appreciate Dave been up here in the booth this season with me here. It's been a fantastic one so far. It ain't over with because we still got some champs to crown and some races to be run and some records to maybe hopefully be broke and just all kinds of cheerful things going to happen with actually the Christmas and with the New Year's around the corner.
Well, here's an interesting fact, Joe. The top 5 did not pit, so they're on about 11 lap older tires than everybody behind them.
Ah, okay. Well, that's a good statistic to have right there, just to know what we got going on here, like you just said, on an older set of tires. Well, that's right. Tell them Merry Christmas to all. We don't say Happy Holidays up here. It's Christmas. You don't like it? Well, don't listen.
Well, you also got to say Happy Hanukkah, too. It's Hanukkah now.
Yeah, Hanukkah. Yeah, somebody mentioned that the other day, too. I think it was Monday. Pace cars in. We're going back green flag. We'll get on that subject in a minute. Green flag. Look at Bryce Sinisek. Take off, though. John Houston's right there in the mix. Tom Whitmore, he goes along with him. But look at that. Chris Gaboo. He's right there along with him, also sitting in the fourth place spot with Tyler Sifford. We'll see what these front runners can do. Look at Tom Whitmore trying to take it to the point.
Yeah, he's trying, but like I said, though, I mean, Tyler Sifford, he's on the newer tires. As he's moved up into the 5th there, as he's battling Chris Gaboo. Jake Nichols, he's sitting back and actually just moved up into the 5th. He's got newer tires as well. So let's see what the difference is between new tires and old tires.
That's right. New tires versus old tires there. You know, Tyler looked like he probably took on 2 tires from the pit stop time. He only had a 10-second pit stop to post. Everybody else is 15 and 16, so I'm thinking they took 4 as always. But, yeah, we got a few people out there already saying Happy Hanukkah already there, Dave. Got to remember the Hanukkah, man. Was it 12 days of Christmas, I believe is what that goes?
Is it 12 or 8?
Man, I don't know. I don't know nothing about Hanukkah. I know the song they used to sing back in the day when I was going to school.
I'm sure somebody will give us the time frame there in the chat.
Yeah, somebody help us out here on the time frame out there like Dave said. But I'm going to tell you right now, up front, well, you've got a storm of machines, and look who's coming. Jake Nichols, and we love talking. Well, you know, Dave, hey, I'm going to go ahead and say it. We love talking about it. Guess the battle we got on the track right now. It's actually for the 4th and 3rd place spot. That's Jake and Tom.
Yeah, they're putting a heck of a battle, but Jake is going to get a power move off of turn 2 on the outside, get around the 6th of Tom Wetmore. So right now you've got Tyler Sifford in the Tide Machine, and then you got Jake Nichols. Jake Nichols diving to the inside there of Tyler Sifford, as they're actually gaining pretty good time there on the 09 of Bryce Sinisek.
Yeah, no doubt. Tyler Sifford sitting on those 2 tires, probably going to get made short work of here with the 4-tire guys. But Bryce Sinisek's holding his own up front, leading this one. Oh, contact between the 73 and the 98 right there. Boy, they just went door to door coming into the turn. Well, they supposedly are teammates, but well, you can forget about that. Boy, they just slammed each other.
Well, I mean, yeah, they're teammates, but they're all both battling for the win, too.
Absolutely. Well, a little early for the win, what do you think?
Well, I think a short track like this, clean air is where you want to be, and that means you want to be out front. All right, Timothy, tell me, what is it? Is it 12 days or 8 nights?
8 nights. There it is. Tim's got the 8 nights for us. Good deal.
Yeah, but he says 12 days up above it.
All right, so which is it, Tim? Is it 8 days or 12 days? Yeah.
That was the question that me and Joe were asking. Is it 8 or 12?
Oh, man, I tell you. Don says 8. Good deal. Don's got it at 8.
We got Don saying it was 8, so I thought it was 8, but I don't know. I'm not Jewish, so I don't know anything much about Hanukkah.
Nah, me either, man. I just know when the Christmas time comes. That's 25th of December. Good race here. Tom gets passed by Alan J. Elwood, who moves it up there to the point. Well, Jake's going to try to get back up there and try it again around Tyler. He might be a little scared now. He's going to say, hey, Tyler racing a little hard here. Be lap 52 of 100. He's going to try it on the high side this time, see if we can't get it done.
Boy, those guys are racing pretty close, aren't they?
Absolutely. Coming out of the turn. Well, he gets it done, and then he's going to go to the front side point. Well, he used the outside that time. He's got a little front end damage, too. You noticed that on the number 73.
Well, it's like we said, though. A little damage, you can still run pretty good.
You can here. It's a short track, man, in essence here, being that we're at Richmond under the lights here for ExtremeMotorsports99.com. I tell you, the man on the move, and don't blink very quickly, or don't blink twice, so to speak, is that number 4, Alan J. Elwood. He's all over the back end. Actually, all 5, 6, 7 of these machines. Man, look at this race we got going on up front here.
Well, there's Cameron Hearn, too. He's still there. So he's gotten around Tom Wetmore as he's moving up. Looks like definitely older tires, probably not the best move. But then again, better to do it early in the race than late in the race.
Yeah, no doubt. Well, I tell you what, Tyler Sifford is, even though on the 2 tires, hanging on pretty strong right now in that 3rd place spot, as it might be a little hard to pass here as the tires do get worn out. You see Jake going to the lead right there over Bryce Sinesak, but Bryce trying to try to crossover move. Behind him, Alan J. Elwood looking on the inside of Tyler Sifford. He's going to try to take that spot as they come out down the bad stretch here. We're at lap 56 of 140. Can't quite get it done. Well, they are awful close there and awful racy.
Yeah, especially so early in the race, but I'm not sure, but looks like Bryce Sinesak, though. I mean, I tell you what, I'm kind of shocked, though, on older tires. He's, well, he's not really holding these guys off. These guys behind him are battling, so that's definitely making him smile in the mirror.
Yes, it is. Definitely making him a happy camper there. Bryce is, as you see, Alan J. Elwood, and almost contact between the two there. The 98 of Tyler Sifford as they head past the line into turn 1. We're at lap 58 here. That leaves the door open, wide open for Cameron Hearn there. The 67 to come trucking it through. Can't quite get it done yet. Did you think these guys were going to be racing this hard this early on?
I really didn't think so, but we're under caution, actually, so...
What'd you see out there?
That looks like that's going to be the 00, Nick Hunt.
Oh, man, hate to hear that on Nick Hunt. Definitely, yeah, he spun around along with a 64 out there of Cody McFadden. Let's go back on the replay here, let the viewers see what happened. I had a feeling, man, it was just one of those, contact between Richie Evans. Actually, that happened in front. Ethan Kurtz and them. That happened in front of them. So let's go on Ethan Kurtz here and go back and see what happened, because it looked like Nick Hunt checked up and Richie Evans just got in the back of him, spun him around. Yeah, that mess happened in front of them up there.
Yeah, looked like same thing there. It looked like Cody McFadden got loose. The 20 of Ethan Kurtz went to check up, and the 82 just slammed right into the back end of him. Brent Cole getting some heavy damage, so those cars are, they're going to be a while pounding those things out.
Yeah, no doubt. Oh, yeah, Ethan Kurtz heavy on the bottom, and Delonte Ballard involved. Nowhere to go. The door just closed on him. And you're right, we saw it, Richie Evans earlier on there. He just, nothing he could do, just got in the back end. But, yeah, it looks like, man, just a little slight contact. These guys, man, are just battling with these machines right now all over the place. It's just some ill-handling cars. You know, Ethan, man, you know where to go. I mean, he had them things locked up. And, you know, 64, Cody McFadden right there in the middle of the track. Well, hey, you've done it, I've done it, everybody's done it. Hey, just, the only thing you can do is whammer.
Yeah, I mean, that's the thing is these cars don't have brake lights, so if the guy in front of you hits the brakes, you got like milliseconds to react or you're just going to slam them.
Hey, and I agree with you there. Want to welcome everybody out here. We're live tonight here, YouTube, Facebook Live, and Twitch, man, as always, bringing us action. ExtremeMotorsports99.com Xfinity Series here live under the lights Richmond International Speedway. Been a very, very good race so far. A lot of competitiveness going on up front. That's the word we need to use. There's a word I pulled out of the great thesaurus. How's that?
There you go. Start pulling out that big heavy book.
Used to do that a lot sometimes.
Never looked at it.
Yeah, well, got to sound smart, even though I might not be, you know, all the time. But you got to sound fair.
Nah, don't even try. It would be too obvious.
Oh man, well, you know, by what I've seen here so far, obviously Jake has a very fast car, but man, don't count that number 4, Alan J. Elwood, Bryce Senesac been up there, Tyler Sifford. At this point, I couldn't really tell you who might have an edge here because these cars are so much on the edge right now and we've really not seen a very long green flag and then a green flag pit stop to be able to tell what these cars actually will be able to do. They get a pretty good green flag run and then a caution comes out. So as of right now, I just really couldn't put my finger on maybe who would stand out. I think if it keeps going this way though, Dave, it's whoever makes that pit call.
Yeah, I mean, I'm going to venture out 78 laps to go. I think we're going to need one more pit stop. If we get a long green flag run, we're going to need one more pit stop to finish out the race here.
Yeah, no doubt about it. Been a good one so far here. And as I said before, these guys, man, putting on an extreme show here at ExtremeMotorsports99.com. And we're getting set to go back green flag racing once again here as the lights on the pace car off. And it's coming out of turn number 4, heading into turn 3, coming out of turn 4. Pace car's in. Jake Nichols and company up front is going to take this one to the green flag. And he does. Alan J. Elwood didn't get the start that he 100% wanted, but he gets a good one. And Jake doesn't get too far out, but look at Bryce Senesac trying to power move to the inside. Oh, almost washed up the track.
Yeah, I mean, you got to watch your entry here. I mean, if you come in and get on that throttle a little too early, you're going to wash up, and if there's a car out there, it's going to be a bad night for both of you.
Yeah, no doubt. Well, let's take it high and wide. Let's go to the Blimpy cam. Everybody likes Blimpy. I call it the Blimpy cam. I call it Blimpy. Hey, you don't like Blimpy? I don't know what's wrong with you. It's Blimpy. But it does give you a good perspective. Blimpy, there you go. It gives you a good perspective of the facility here at Richmond and how far apart these cars are. And right now, these guys are right there on each other.
Yeah, I mean, especially out front, Alan Elwood, Jake Nichols has not been able to pull away from him. Alan Elwood's just right there. I don't see any damage on his car. I do know Jake's got a little front end damage, but he's doing a good job of holding him off. But Tyler Sifford's sitting there in third as he's got Cameron Hurd, Tom Wetmore, and Bryce Senesac and Hunter McDaniel behind him.
Yeah, and a good battle between Bryce Senesac and Tom Whitmore right there as they was door to door for a few moments as he got the 57. Hunter McDaniel pushing it back up there to the front. Hey, he's going to look to try to be a heavy hitter tonight. Just got a feeling that nose damage when Jake's out front, there might be the only place on here that it might actually hurt you. Not 100% on it, but it could slow him down enough to give Alan J. Elwood, enough of advantage to try to get around him if he wanted to. Or if he could.
Actually, I don't think Alan's really pushing the issue. I think he might just be watching what Jake is doing, taking notes there, said, okay, I see what you're doing. I'm going to use that later on here to try to get around you.
Yep. And with this new build, we talked about it, iracing had last week. We'll take come out of turn hard there, almost hit the wall. As we talked about the new build, you can either, if you choose to go out there and run these cars hard now and run the tires off of them, it could be the difference between winning the race and losing the race, because now they've got it set up with the new iRacing build here as the tires and the heat and the actual dynamics of the track build throughout as the rubber's laid down. It's almost like real. If you save your tires, maybe you are. And you're right. Alan J. Elwood could be sitting there just saying, look, I'm going to set him up, run in his tire tracks, see what I can do back here. And then if I have to push the car, then maybe I'll just choose to push it then. But as right now, he looks content to run on the back deck lid there to 73.
Yeah, but if you go a little further back here, we got a good three-way battle between Tyler Sifford, Cameron Hurd, Tom Wetmore, and actually Bryce Senesac. So battling behind these guys.
Yes, they are. Boy, they are 2 by 2. Look at Cameron Hearn storming there. And as you see that battle, we got a battle for the leads. We'll try to look what we got going on. Tyler Sipper trying to hang on. Oh, look at Cameron Hearn get a little loose out of the turn. That lets Tom Whitmore get up through there. And we were talking about it also, battle for the lead. Well, that went they went back nose to tail up there for that one for the time being. Jake stays out front. It was still a very, very good battle here. I just got a feeling up front, though, there. It's a matter of time for that 4 takes that lead spot. And as I say that, he does.
There goes Alan Elwood. He takes the point. Tyler Sipper, though, he's been able to hold off Tom Wetmore and Cameron Hearn, but now the battle's between Wetmore and Hearn as they're battling for number 4. Bryce Sinisak just sitting there watching, but they got to watch behind them because you got James Thorndike, Hunter McDaniel, and Mike Rominger back there as well.
Yes, you do. Cameron Hearn looking on the inside, almost slid up there into the 98 to Tyler Sifford, but he's got Tom Whitmore looking on his right side there. Bryce Sinisak back there in the mix, just sitting back there going, fellas, if you make one mistake, I'll be able to just knock on the door and run right by you. But you can't count out, like you just said, James Thorndike right there in the 7th place spot looking like he can come up through there. The more these guys battle, the more they tear the tires up and use up the cars. But this is what they need to do. It's still early, Dave. If they want to go out here and see how hard they can run the car, they can. And obviously, you know, regroup from it. That's the thing we got to think about. They can actually, you can play 2 different games. You can run it easy or you can run it hard. And I think right now Cameron Hearn's running that machine hard.
Yeah, I mean, they've got 18 laps since they last pitted, so they haven't even hit 20 laps since they pitted. But the question is, I mean, we saw Alan Elwood get around Jake Nichols. I think the difference on that one was Alan Elwood was just, like you said, running in Jake's tire marks, but he was able to save his tires, and then eventually he's able to get that extra grip and get around him.
Yeah, he has. Tom Whitmore actually ran around on the high side there of the number 98 machine of Tyler Sifford, and that brings Bryce Sinisak up to the mix, and along with James Thorndike right there. But see, old Cameron Hearn, him and Tom Whitmore are going to duke it out here for a while. Man, just look at this, Dave. We've got probably at least 10 cars nose to tail right there under a blanket of one another here at Richmond.
Yeah, I mean, actually how Tom got around Cameron Hearn coming out of the turn, Cameron Hearn was doing a little dirt tracking, got a little loose on him, and that let Tom Wetmore, but now, I mean, the thing of it is, that's going to affect his tires. If Tom Wetmore was able to get around him and start pulling away a little bit here, but Bryce Sinisak, he's still sitting right there behind Tyler Sifford. I mean, still some big names there. Mike Rominger, he's sitting right there behind Hunter McDaniel, back in 9th position. Chris Gibew, he's sitting there. So we've got a little bit of battling going on, but for the most part, they're bumper to bumper.
Well, you know, we're bumper to bumper right now. Let's do what everybody likes to do, man. You know what time it is? Let's bring out the speed cam.
Yellow flag is out.
Well, back from the speed cam to the caution cam, folks. Oh, man, the number 26, Derek Robinson, smacking the wall there hard. Hate to see that on his end. Well, folks, I was running a speed cam there for a second. I always like to say, if that doesn't get your blood pumping, your hair jumping up and down your skin, and getting you moving at your seat, I don't know what will. Maybe you need to go running up and down, man, the sidewalk and screaming a little bit. But if it don't, well, I would call the doctor tomorrow, your psychologist, and tell him you definitely need some medicine or some medication, because this is racing and we love it. And but you could be a boring person too. But hey, I'm not gonna say that. I'm gonna try to be nice. Well, like I say, we're under caution here again. Was doing the speed cam right there for everybody. What's going on, John Marine? How you doing out there? I want to welcome everyone here tuning in. We're live here tonight, Richmond International Speedway. Well, this one, ExtremeMotorsports99.com Xfinity Series. Well, folks, since we're under caution right fast, let's go to a quick commercial break and we'll be right back. All right, we're back here. Hope you enjoyed that back from the commercial break here at Richmond International Speedway. We're getting set here to go back green flag racing here tonight under the lights here. ExtremeMotorsports99.com Xfinity Series. Man up front, Jake Nichols and Cameron Hearn. Tom Whitmore right there behind them. Pace cars in. We're going back green flag racing here, folks. Out of the caution here. Definitely awesome, man. As see a good jump. Jake gets one, but Cameron Hearn also does too. Tom Whitmore right there. We're doing side by side at a turn number 2, Dave.
Yeah, it looks like Cameron Hearn's just going to edge him out. Luckily, Tom's going to be able to get up there and stop the charge from the 57 of Hunter McDaniel.
Yeah, no doubt about it. Man, definitely a good swarm, as we like to call it, back there behind them. These guys, man, are just nose to tail on top of each other. Look at Tyler Sippert muscling his way there on the inside. The 57 taking that spot away from him as Hunter McDaniel there in the 57 sitting in 5th. But Hunter says, hey, I'm going to try to fire back on the inside, and he goes for it again.
Tell you what, these guys are running around like some ticked off honeybees, like somebody destroyed their hive.
You ain't lying, boy. I tell you what, and it's some good racing early on. Just to be what it is, 50 laps to go now in this one. Actually, this race has went pretty doggone fast to be a, normally we see them, they think they might kind of drag out, but this one actually seems it's got a good tempo going to it.
Oh, most definitely. I mean, you see some great passing, so but we still got 49 laps
Don't
left to
choke.
go.
Don't choke, man.
Hey, Joe, leave me alone.
Dave went and got him a sandwich, folks, during the break. That's cool. Well, hey, we got a battle for the lead up here. Look at Cameron Hearn coming to life in the 67 machine. He's all over the back end there, the 73 of Jake Nichols, trying to take that spot away from him, bring it to the front. Cameron Hearn definitely wants this win here tonight. And I'm trying to think, maybe you can help me refresh my memory here, Dave. Has Cameron won this season? I want to say yes, but I'm not 100%. I know Don might know the statistics out there for us.
Let me take a look here.
Yeah, the reason I say that is because with 2 races after the night left before the chase, he wins the night, definitely could punch his ticket into that chase, and it's definitely something that he wants to do here, get it out of the way. I know he's good in points right now, but you always want to definitely, man, know for sure that you're going to be in the chase.
All right, so here's what we got. Jake Nichols, Mason Wetzel, Bryce Sinisak, Tom Wetmore have locked themselves in with a win. Right now, 5th through 12th in points is going to be Alan Elwood, Keith Haney, Eric Test, Nick Hunt, Richie Evans, Scott Mitten, Hunter McDaniel, Mike Rominger. However, Tyler Sifford and Davis Richards right now is on the bubble.
Okay, well, we were just talking, the guy just brought it up. Spencer out there, Sullivan, talking about Davis Richards, and he's on the move right now. Tyler Sifford, a man sitting in 4th. Davis Richards trying to bring that number 51 machine up front. And you're right there, John, as always. Everybody knows who I am, but I'll say it again, it's Joe White up here in the booth. And I am accompanied by Dave Everly from Dre Broadcast each and every Wednesday here live at ExtremeMotorsports99.com for the Xfinity Series here. It's going to be me and Dave up here in the booth, and we're bringing this action here all season long, and it's definitely been a very good season so far, and we're just counting it down to when the chase starts. Now, Davis has got a little bit of damage there on the front nose, not a lot of damage actually on the front nose of that machine. Still doesn't look like though he is slowing him down.
Well, yeah, I mean, I'm looking here. Tyler Sifford is only 2 points out of 12th position. Davis Richards 3 points. As actually the caution flag flies.
What'd you see out there? You see anything?
That's going to be the 00 of Nick Hunt again.
Oh, man, Nick just not having the night he wants out here. Wow. Let's go back on the replay and see. Looks like, him and the 14 of Vern Bradley looks like just contact. Just them two just racing hard, contact, and then send him off down there mowing the grass into the infield. Hate to see that on his end. Just Richmond style, short track racing here, folks. Well, we had a request. Let's see if we can't talk to Davis Richards. So let's see if we can't get Davis Richards up here and get a talk in with him real quick. And y'all will get the feel of Davis Richards, man, some more. But we're going to talk in with him. Because we were just talking about the points, and he's right there on the bubble.
Yeah, he's only 3 points out of 12th position right now.
Well, Davis Richards, Joe out in the booth, got a copy?
Hey, what's going on, buddy?
Well, I tell you what, Spence up there, man, he wanted to see if we could get a talk in with you. How's that car out there feeling? Notice you got a little nose damage on it.
Yeah, I got into a little bit of damage early on in the race, but it's like a tank out there. It's real hard to turn in the corners. You really got to give it a lot of brake, and I know it's just eating my tires up.
No doubt about it. Now, me and Dave was up here talking about the points. You're right there on the bubble with Tyler Sifford. This race and the next 2 races after that are going to be very, very important on finish-wise. And, with Tyler, man, obviously been in the top 5. Does that linger in the back of your mind?
Oh, man, I didn't even think about it until you said something. So now I'm going to be thinking about it for the rest of the race.
Thanks, Dave. It's all your fault.
You're welcome.
Well, man, hey, you think you got a car that might could get up there, man, to the front?
Yeah, we found our way up to 11th. I think we can get us up in the top 10. We'll try to see maybe we can get a luck on our side and try to get a top 5 before the day's over with.
All right, well, I wish you the best out there.
All right, appreciate it, buddy.
All right, a good deal. All right, right there you go, Dave, man, at number 51. So I can't get him back down there in his lonely spot down there. There we go.
The maze of the rooms.
The maze of the rooms, the pit teams all the way down through here in TeamSpeak. But there you go. It's Davis Richards, and he feels pretty confident. Really wasn't thinking about it till we put it in his head. I guess there you go. Go us, huh?
Yeah, we got John Marine out there. He's trying to get you to your 1,000 subs there, buddy.
We're climbing, and I see him there. Yeah, I've said it time and time again, and I know you've heard me say it, Dave. It's all because of the viewers, the leagues, and the drivers. I just bring the content, and I appreciate each and every one of them, man, doing that for me. It's been a banner year here at Online Sim Racing Network. You know, and for 2017, 2018 is looking even brighter, and I want to appreciate it. And I know yourself there, Dre Broadcast, you've had a banner year, 2017 also. So it's just been one of those years to remember. And again, man, I thank each and every one of them there to get us to 966. It's a climbing and doing quite well.
Yeah, but going back to the race here, it looks like we're at 38 to go. Should be getting the 1 to green right about now. Yep, 1 to green. So we're going to get a 36 lap to the checkered. If we go green flag, I think these guys can make it on field. And
I tell you, well, here's the question. Can we go green? And this is real quick. Race summary. Lap 103 of 144 lead changes, 5 cautions. So respectively, not a bad race to be 140 laps here tonight. It's been a very, very good one so far. But you know what I know, Dave. Like you just said, 36 laps to go. Another 10 laps or so. Business is definitely going to start picking up front and throughout the field here, because the urgency to want to get there to win this one starts to move as time runs out. Pace cars in. Here we go. You got Alan J. Elwood up front along with Jake Nichols right there as they get through the gears as they head off into turn 1. The number 4 machine, Alan J. Elwood's got his hands full with Cameron Hearn, who heads to the 2nd spot. Here comes Tom Whitmore, but you got that 57 of Hunter McDaniel. Don't count him out. Any one of those guys, I think, could win this race tonight.
Well, I know Cameron Hearn would love to win this race and getting locked into the chase. As I look, actually, I don't even think he's on the list there. We take a look here again. No, he's not. So he has to win this race, or at least have very good finishes the next couple of races. I can take a look at the points and see how far back he is.
All right, good deal. Well, I wasn't even aware that he wasn't in there. I thought he was already maybe in the top 10 or something. Yeah, that's my bad on that one. So definitely a win is we won't say a must, but definitely would help his chances here, because I know he's got to be the top 20 in points at least, and that's what you got to be, top 20 and eight starts, or not consecutive, but at least 8 starts in the regular season to qualify for the chase here at ExtremeMotorsports99.com. Very good run. You got Bryce Senesack and Hunter McDaniel right there. They're racing it out for 6th and 7th. Tyler Sipford, he's hanging on the 5th. And I got a feeling he's running for that 12th spot in points. That's got to be the thing. Him and Davis Richards now right there on the bubble with each other. You got to remember, we still got 2 races to go. We got some pretty good. Michigan coming up, and then what's the other one? I just looked at the schedule. I should have remembered. I know Michigan, the last race before the chase.
I'm not quite sure, but I'm looking at the points here. Actually, Cameron Hearn is in 24th in points right now.
Oh.
He is about 7 points from the top 20.
Okay. Caution's out here, but well, then a good finish here would actually put him. What'd you see on that caution? Is that Delonte Ballard got involved?
I see the 07 of Gordon Larson.
07, Gordon Larson. Let's go back on him and see what we see here.
Actually, that happened in front of him. That was the 88 of John Houston.
88 of John Houston. Okay. Let's go on John Houston and see what happened here. We were talking about the points here. The reason we're talking so much about it is because after tonight, there's only 2 races here left for the points. Looks like John was blinking a little bit, and he blinked, and then Delonte Ballard just got in the back of him, spun him around, but he blinked right there. We saw it on the screen. And this probably was a case of blinked, and then, Delonte didn't see it, didn't slow up, and just got in the back of the 88. I hate to see that on his end there. I don't want to see anybody been getting spun or wrecked out or whatnot. But we're talking. What's that?
Risky move here. Cameron Hearn and Alan Elwood staying out. 12 laps on their tires. Jake Nichols and the rest of the field coming down into pit road.
Well, I'll tell you what, and anytime you see Jake coming in pit, 9 times out of 10, it's better for you to come on out there because he's figured something out with that car. Again, I say that, but hey, Cameron and them could be in the catbird. And then again, they could be thinking caution. Caution could fly, and it could be, later on in the race here, and they don't want to get buried back in traffic. So, I don't know what to think about the strategy. I'm with you there, Dave. It's, they know better than us.
Well, what's the old saying? Cautions breed cautions.
Gotcha. There you go. I think it's been an excellent race so far. I mean, these guys have put on a very, very good show. And, hey, if you like Richmond, well, we got more of it tomorrow night. ExtremeMotorsports99.com. Bring in the cup cars. I call them the monster machines, as they're the big boys here. And some of the best that Extreme Motorsports 99 has to offer will be racing tomorrow night under the lights at Richmond. And again, it's going to be a who's who. A lot more power, a lot looser car on, bringing it there. So really, I just don't, it's my opinion, I don't really feel you can learn some things tonight, but I don't know if you can learn enough to take it over to that car with this build that they've got now.
I'm not sure, but I'm looking at something here. I don't know what happened with the 73 of Jake Nichols. John Houston stayed out, so our top 3 stayed out. Tom Wetmore was the first off pit road, followed by Hunter McDaniel, Chris Gibu, Mike Franklin. Jake Nichols sitting back in 8th position with Tyler Sifford back in 9th. Marty Ray rounding out your top 10.
Yeah, no doubt. I see Jake had a 16-second pit stop, so maybe he got a little bit of that optional done that was on the nose of that car. Not 100% sure. Obviously, we can't see that or anything. But it was a 16.5 is what I'm showing pit stop. So relatively off the pace from what a lot of the other guys would have out there. But they got a lot of guys in front of him, though. Mike Franklin, Chris Gibu, Tom Whitmore, just to name a few, and Hunter McDaniel. Every one of them took 2 tires. They had 9 and 10-second pit stops, so that gives you an idea. That's a 2-tire stop here on iRacing, so you definitely would know. And then obviously Cameron and Allen and John Houston. Did John stay out, or did he? Well, yeah, I think he was out. Yeah, so all those guys staying out. So it might have been a very, very good move on Jake's part. We're just going to have to see. The problem is getting through traffic is one thing. He's going to have to be very patient doing it because he knows he's going to have a fast car with a lot of tires there under him. It's just these guys up here on the older tires. But, hey, as we always say, we'll just have to wait and see. And we're about to see his pace cars coming into turn 3. Man up front, Cameron Hearn. He's got Alan J. Elwood right there on his outside. Pace cars in. Hopefully they don't spin the tires coming to the line. That's another thing you've got to be careful. When they don't, Cameron Hearn gets a good jump along with the rest of the group there. Tom Whitmore, John Houston and company. As they head off into turn 1, they're all side by side behind them.
Yeah, I mean, the only bad thing, though, is this is putting Jake Nichols back in traffic. I mean, unfortunately, you have no idea what's going to happen with the drivers in front of you. I mean, this could end badly by doing that 4-tire pit stop. It's going to put him in traffic, and something bad could happen. He could get tied up into. Yeah,
no doubt about it. Well, Jake's on the high side right there. He takes that spot over. Oh, the 98 of Tyler Sifford almost got in the back end of Mike Franklin, who's having his hands full with the 2-tire stop, along with these 4-tire guys. We're under caution.
Yep, going to be the 74 of Greg Bradshaw.
74, Greg Bradshaw. Wow, hate to see that on his end. Let's go back here on the replay here. Check out what exactly happened. I'll let the viewers see what happened here. Dave, I'm like you, man. Well, I tell you what, that right there could have been more disastrous than what it was. We got the tail end of it. We'll go back one more time here just to let them see. I'm like you, Dave, man, out here. It's a gutsy call up front. And it seems like track position is at a premium here. Oh, yeah, Greg got in the back or side there, the 43. Richie Evans nowhere to go. Wow, the 99 nowhere to go. 43 nowhere to go. Just a train wreck right there, so to speak. Parking lot here at Richmond.
Well, we're looking at 22 laps to go right now, so we're probably going to have about 19 laps at the drop of the green flag. Question is anybody going to pit or are they going to stay out?
What would you do? I have no clue.
I don't think I'd be pitting.
Yeah, it seemed like they were able to hold their own pretty good up front. Now, Jake was able to make up a position right there, a couple. He's up to 6. He's going to hope that this thing goes green for a long time, at least the rest of the way. Those top runners, well, they're hoping on basically what we're seeing here. Maybe go a couple laps yellow, couple more laps yellow, and get us to that, well, that almighty 5 to go number, because you know and I know 5 to go. If caution comes out, it's over with. And obviously, if we go to the last lap, that ends it too.
Well, I know that Tom Wetmore, he's not going to push it too hard. He's already locked in. Same with Jake Nichols. However, Alan Elwood, a win would lock him in. Cameron Hearn, a win would lock him in. Also, the 88 of John Houston. Not sure if he's got enough races, but possibly a win could knock him in.
No. Remember, he missed the first 5.
Oh, that's right. I'm sorry.
Yeah. You gotta. We already know, obviously, being the top 20 in points, but you gotta have 8 races here in the regular season to qualify yourself. So even if it was to get a win, it still wouldn't be enough to get him in because of due to the front 5. But hey, having a good run so far, even though getting in that spin earlier on, he's sitting there in 4th spot, so he's hoping maybe to come out of here with a good finish. We're under the lights here, folks, live, Richmond International Speedway for the ExtremeMotorsports99.com Xfinity Series. And right now, Cameron Hearn is the man who's hoping this thing doesn't go green very, very long, because, we talk about it time and time again. They got a 73 back there, and if he can just keep clean and keep going, he's on very, very good tires, along with Tyler Sifford and several other guys behind them on clean tires. So I think Alan and Cameron at this point would love to see maybe a shorter runs and cautions to kind of help them. And again, it could be wrong, but I don't know if they would love to see this thing go green the entire time.
No, they probably wouldn't, because I'll tell you what, Jake's been the fastest all night, leading 80 laps here at Richmond. Bryce Sinisak has led 18, Alan Elwood 12, Cameron Hearn 10. So they're kind of hoping on the cautions to help slow down that 73 there, because these front 2 of Alan Elwood and Cameron Hearn, they would like to get that win to get locked in, that's for sure.
Absolutely. As we're getting set here to go back green flag racing once again here, folks. Now, maybe for the final time here, but like what Dave said earlier, cautions breed cautions. That's the old saying in racing. We'll just have to see. Tom Whitmore sitting in 3rd. Alan J. Elwood right there on the outside. Cameron Hearn sitting up front. You got John Houston there in 4th. Hunter McDaniel in 5th. Jake Nichols in 6th. Chris Gaboo right there in 7th. Mike Franklin in 8th. Here we go. Pace cars in. Well, Cameron Hearn gets a good jump and gets a good jump out front there. As you see, these cars, man, are stacked up behind them. The race we're trying to look at right now, though, as you see, that 73 is looking on the outside there of the 88, but you also got a battle for 2nd spot. Look at Tom Whitmore.
Yeah, he's on the inside of Alan Elwood. Alan Elwood kind of backs it down, but we're under caution again.
Oh, and I think that was Matt Hoover back there.
I do see that David Hizza was also involved in that.
Oh, yeah. Now, this is playing in the hands of Cameron Hearn and Alan J. Elwood, because it's stopping that charge there. But, yeah, it looks like those 2 cars back there just were blinking. And, actually, that was, David Hizza. I think he actually was the one who actually started on that. Matt Hoover just nowhere to go. Let me go back on the replay here one more time just to see it again. Let's watch it one more time here on this angle. Oh, yeah, just got turned right there. Richie Evans nowhere to go. The 07 involved. And then, yeah, Matt Hoover. I mean, those cars just nowhere to go. And just once this track, once you start sliding around, there's just nowhere to go. It's not a self-cleaning track.
Well, I mean, the one good thing that came out of it is 73 of Jake Nichols still sitting back at 6th, so he hasn't gained any positions. Question is, are they going to pit? I don't think they are, but I could be wrong.
Well, with 16 to go. Hang on a second. Sorry about that. Had to tend to the little one there for a second. Well, we're going back green flag racing here, folks. And, you know, me and Dave were just up here because, hey, I'm on the edge of my seat here anticipating what could happen. I mean, and the reason we are is because the guys up front, well, they've been on their tires for quite a long time. As you see Cameron Hearn, I see Cameron Hearn going down to the apron. I'm wondering something. He's very low. Can fuel actually become a factor here too?
Well, I mean, Cameron Hearn, Alan Elwood, 26 laps since their last pit. Tom Wetmore, Hunter McDaniel, and Jake Nichols, 15. So there's about an 11 lap difference between the guys that stayed out, which is going to be John Houston, Alan Elwood, and Cameron Hearn, and then the guys that pitted. But here's another thing: Tom Wetmore, Hunter McDaniel, they're on 2 tires. Jake Nichols is on 4.
Yeah, and the thing about that too is when we've been talking about it, Jake's going to need more than a 2 or 3 lap run to try to use those 4 tires, because if he just keeps getting these runs, it's not going to be enough. He's going to have to push that envelope to get to the front. He really needs a solid, I'll say it, at least 8 laps maybe, just to start getting those things worked in and getting to the front with this build here. And again, you know, we talked about it, Dave. Does he really need to get to the front? He's already locked in. Cameron Hearn really, really wants this win because he's right there on the outside looking in to try to make the chase. And this would be a huge momentum builder for him for the next 2 races. You know, Tom Whitmore's already got a win. He's in there. Hunter McDaniel, I mean, come on. I mean, he could punch his ticket in there. So it's anybody's ball game with these guys up here right now.
Yeah, I mean, even Alan Elwood, if he wins, he's in. I mean, he's sitting pretty good in points, but he'd still like to get that lock in so he doesn't have to worry about it.
Yeah, no doubt about it. So a lot of scenarios here as we're getting set to go back green flag racing here again. Pace cars ducking off on pit road. Cameron Hearn up front there. Tom Whitmore tried to get a jump, couldn't get it done. But boy, look at Cameron Hearn. Gets a good jump going into turn 1. Here comes Jake. Now here's where the 4 tires come into play. I think he's picked up the pace. He understands it could be a caution. 3 wide behind him back there. Look at Tyler Sifford making a move in the middle there with Bryce Sinesack.
Yeah, meanwhile, we got a battle for second between Tom Wetmore and Alan Elwood as they are battling. But Jake Nichols right there behind him, ready to pounce if one of them makes a mistake.
Yeah, he just needs to be patient right now behind these 2 as we come around here for going to be 10 laps to go, folks. Look at that. Alan J. Elwood takes it to the 2nd spot over that man, Tom Whitmore. Cameron Hearn out front. That 73 coming to life because he's sitting on 4 tires back there. But these 3 up here want to win and want to win badly. John Houston right there. Hey, he might have had the pit call of the night here because he's sitting in 5th. He come out of here with a very good finish. They got an awesome swarm of cars behind him. Hunter McDaniel, Mike Franklin, Bryce Sinesack, Tyler Sifford. Boy, they are in a dogfight back there.
Caution is out with 9 to go.
Oh, caution out. This one's going to be a...
Delonte Ballard.
Oh, I hate to hear that on that one. Let's go back here on Delonte just to see. He was all tore up earlier on. Problem here, guess what, Dave? I got a feeling when we go back green flag, caution comes out again. That's it.
Yeah, that's going to be between Delonte Ballard and I think that was the 82 of Mike Franklin.
All right. Delonte's right there. Oh, yeah, the 82 machine. David Heiser got in the back end of him. They just went with 3 wide right there. Just looked like they got kind of stacked up. You know, just nowhere to go when them racing deals. Whew, I'll tell you what, if you're a betting man, it'll be a hard one to bet on right here because you've got about 4 or 5 of some of the best here at ExtremeMotorsports99.com. And when we go back green flag racing, folks, guess what? Caution comes out after that. It's over with. And this is what Cameron Hearn and Alan J. Elwood wanted. Problem is, they didn't want Jake to be in 4th. So if he's got any tire left, now he's going to need the restart of his life, and he's going to need to put that thing to the front in a hurry.
Yeah, unfortunately there, I do apologize. That wasn't the 82. You were right. That was the 62 of David Heiser and the 24 of Delonte Ballard. But like you said, we're at 7 laps to go now. We're going to go green with about 5 laps. The thing of it is, Joe, once we go green, the next flag will end the race.
That's right. Absolutely. Definitely along with you right there. Well, folks, we're here live here tonight. Richmond International Speedway under the lights. It's short track excitement here. Virginia style, up in your home state there, Dave, man, up in Virginia. And it's been a
I'm
thriller.
West Virginia.
Oh, my bad. Well, close enough. There you go. We'll say home track. All right, how's that?
Okay, that works.
Yeah. It kind of will be the way with me with Darlington. He's in South Carolina, but hey, I'm in North Carolina. Half and half.
Actually, to be honest, Richmond is probably my home track because I think it'd take me like 2.5, 3 hours to get there.
Oh, okay, cool, awesome, good deal. Well, I wouldn't have expected this race to turn out like it has. It's been actually action-packed and exciting from the green flag on here. I mean, it's still a who's who of anybody's ball game. We could see, first-time winner here tonight, Cameron Hearn. Alan J. Elwood could put it in victory lane. Tom Whitmore could jump up there. You still got Jake Nichols in the mix. John Houston still there. Hunter McDaniel. You can't count any of these guys out here as we get set to go back green flag. And like we just said, if the caution comes out this next time, boom. And let me happy birthday, Taylor Swift. What?
Nobody likes her.
Just looks good, that's all. Drama
I don't
queen.
even think she looks good.
What?
I don't think she looks good.
What?
What?
Lord of mercy. Well. All right.
Speechless?
Yeah. I mean, she is a drama queen. I mean, I will say that, But, hey, I don't even know. She might be a race fan. Who knows? But either way, I'm a race fan, and I love this style of racing here tonight. It's been a very, very good one. And I'm still, at like, who's going to win? Because it's anybody's thing. And like I just said, when caution comes out here for Cameron Hearn, he's going to need the restart of his life. And, what a story it would be for him to make the chase here by winning a race like it is here tonight. I mean, what a Christmas present that would be.
Oh, yeah. I mean, because we're getting ready, 4 to go as they come through turn 4.
Absolutely. Pace cars in, going by green flag. And Cameron Hearn does get a good jump. Along with Tom Whitmore, though. Tom gets an awesome run right there. And you've also got to look, though, Alan J. Elwood didn't get the run, but Tom Whitmore wants this win. And we're going to see just how bad he does because if a caution flies, folks, at this point, this race is over with. 4 to go. Tom Whitmore's on the back end to come around. Will be 3 to go.
3 to go. Tom Whitmore, you got your front 4 bumper to bumper here. Anything could happen there. Oh, looks like Tom Whitmore got a little loose there. Here comes Alan Elwood to the inside. He is going to, no, I don't know if he's going to be, he's going to be able to get there. Oh, Tom Whitmore goes around. Caution is out.
Caution out, man. I tell you what, right there, contact Tom Whitmore. They were just battling it out tooth and nail between the two. Cameron Hearn is going to pull this one off here tonight. Well, we were watching. Those guys were just racing very, very hard. And, Jake Nichols got a little damage there, so he was kind of lucky that the caution did fly when it did because I think that might have hurt that car on his end.
I'm looking at the replay. It was actually some neck code between Tom Whitmore and Alan Elwood. They never really actually touched.
Well, let's look back here on the replay and let the viewers see. Yeah, but either way, Alan came up a little bit, just one of them racing deals. When they both got into each other and just kind of went around like that. And
it's 3 to go. I mean, what do you expect?
Oh, yeah, you got to go for it. I mean, definitely, you have got to go for it. Guys are going for the same real estate. Let's run the last lap here. Cameron Hearn's going to put this one in the books here. And like you just said, only being 7 points out, this is a big one for him because this could actually put him probably in the top 20. And along with that, put him in the chase here tonight with that. So we'll just have to see if we can't find out by next week or whatnot. Alan J. Elwood's going to be the man in second. Jake's going to round third. And look at that in fourth place. John Houston bringing that machine home in fourth tonight, keeping it together. Good pit call strategy on his end to have a very, very good top 5 finish here tonight.
Yeah, I mean, actually, right before he stayed out, he was involved in that incident that got spun around there, but instead of going down pit road, he stayed out, didn't go down to fix the damage, and he's coming away with a number 4 finish.
Yes, he is. Well, right there you go. That man, Cameron Hearn, puts it on point here tonight. And an awesome, awesome, awesome finish here, folks. Definitely has been one for the ages here. Love watching this race. That was a very, very good one here. But Cameron Hearn's going to be the man winning it all here tonight. Wow, he's going to be a happy camper down there in the Alliance Motorsport camp.
Oh, most definitely. It's definitely what he needed to lock himself into the chase.
Oh, yes. I got a feeling this would pretty much lock him in. I think that would put him in the top 20. You said he was about 7 points back, so I think that puts him in the top 20. If not, he's close.
I do believe this should move him inside the top 20 for sure.
Yeah, that's what I'm thinking along with you. Well, let's see about getting our third place man up here tonight, Jake Nichols, and let you get to talk in with him.
Jake Nichols, Dave Everly up in the OSR Network booth. You got a copy?
Yes, I do.
Talk about a race out there tonight. You actually found yourself out on the pole here tonight, put down one of the fastest lap times on the track with a 21.184. How'd the car feel with this new build?
It felt decent. It was a little tight, especially as the race went on, but I think I kind of adjusted to that as the race went on. We couldn't get enough green flag laps. I was really holding Alan and Cameron up when we went green, because I was just trying to make sure I had the tires for, say, like 50 laps into the run, but we never got that far. I wish we did. Maybe we will tomorrow. Maybe we'll figure it out, but we just can't. Every time we dominate one of these races, we always have those cautions late, and we pit when everyone else doesn't. We do the opposite, and we get mired back about 6 to 10ths, and we always have to fight our way back, and we just don't have enough time with these yellows. Really, it's disappointing when I feel like we had the speed to win, if not finish second, but I really think we could have won. Still, hats off to Cameron and Alan. They had way better short run pace than I did. It was a good race with them two for sure.
Yeah, most definitely. Well, here at Richmond, like I said, you did dominate the race, leading 80 laps. Next week, we move on to Kentucky. What can we expect to see from you at Kentucky next week?
I hope it's not this tight. I think it's a nighttime race, which I just don't like these grip races. I like wheeling and dealing. I don't like tight cars, so I wish it wasn't a nighttime race, but since it is, we're hoping that I can figure it out quick so we don't burn off the right front too much too early. Should see us up front, though, for the majority of the race.
Well, most definitely, but we're going to let you get down and celebrate with your team on your third place finish. But before we do, is there any shout outs you'd like to give?
Everyone at OSR Network, I love having everyone, or you guys on board. You guys do an amazing job every Wednesday night here during Xfinity races, as well as the Cup and every other race you guys broadcast. Everyone at Extreme Motorsports 99, all the drivers, all the admins, fun races for sure. All the fans, everyone that watches every week, couldn't do a broadcast without people tuning in, so thanks for tuning in each and every week.
Well, most definitely, we'll see you next week at Kentucky.
Yeah.
All right, that's our third place man right there, Jake Nichols. Boy, he did all he could do. Like we was talking about earlier there, Dave, just not enough time to use those tires. Well, pick up our second place man, Alan J. Elwood. Had a bad, fast hot rod tonight. Just come up just a little short there at the closing laps.
I want to know what Dave Everly in the OSR Network booth. You got a copy?
Gotcha, Dave.
So a heck of a battle out there tonight as you, for the most night, you were battling the 73 of Jake Nichols. So what did you think of the car with this new build?
At practice, I was really struggling, trying to find where the couple tenths was that Jake had on the rest of us, and I think 10-15 laps into the first run, right off the bat, I kind of figured it out and was actually a little faster than Jake and Cameron, but I know that, I guess Jake that was saving a little bit, so I'm not really sure what to judge there. but overall, I was pretty happy with it.
Yeah, most definitely. Now, that last restart, we seen you battling with the 6 of Tom Wetmore. Do you think you had what it takes to get up there and battle those last couple of laps if we would have went green and battled the 67 there for that win?
I don't know. Cameron and I were pretty equal as far as tires go on that last run, and I, you know, it wasn't any intention to move Tom or anything like that. We had a good battle going there at the end. I guess the server's been fighting netcode all night long, so you know, apologies to him. It was never my idea to move him, but you know, in the end, I don't know that I had anything for Cameron. Really happy for him being a teammate that he finally got a win. He's had some rough luck this season, so you know, no bummer here.
Yeah, most definitely. But next week we're going to move on to Kentucky. We know that you're sitting pretty good in points, but we know you would like to get that win and get locked in. So what can we expect from you next week at Kentucky?
It's another 1.5 miles that I'm pretty good at. I would say I've had some pretty good success over the years in my iRacing days here. So, you know, looking forward to it. There's a lot of space to move around, especially in 3 and 4 at Kentucky. So, a lot of good passing opportunities. So, I'm looking forward to it.
Well, most definitely. But before we let you go, is there any shout-outs you'd like to give?
Again, congrats to Cameron. Really great job tonight with strategy. Guys down at Alliance, of course. You guys here in the booth, and Extreme for putting on the show.
Well, definitely congratulations on your 2nd place finish. We'll see you next week at Kentucky.
All right, Dave.
All right, that's our 2nd place man, Alan J. Elwood. Just tried to do everything he could here to bring that machine home here in the top spot. Well, I know we got a happy guy down there, Cameron Hearn. He pretty much did everything he had to do tonight to win this one, along with an awesome pit call down there. Let's go down to Victory Lane here and talk with Cameron Hearn. Cameron Hearn, Joe White in the booth. Got a copy?
10-4.
Well, I tell you what, man, that masterful pit strategy call there with about 20-25 laps to go. Did you think it was going to play out to that point to bring you home in victory tonight?
Yeah, I felt like on the long run, I had a real fast car, if not the fastest. I know Alan was fast on the long run too. But I kind of figured the way those guys at the beginning of the race, they took you know, 2 tires and no tires and stayed out 2, and they were able to kind of make it real difficult to get by them. So I kind of figured if I could stay out front, get a good lead going, it'd be tough to get them, you know, to catch me back up. But luckily, you know, there's a bunch of cautions at the end, which I kind of was guessing that was happening. Short track racing, got all these guys, you know, battling hard.
Yeah, no doubt about it. Definitely been just short track action from the green to the checkered, and it was a thriller here. Well, you know, me and Dave was doing some calculating throughout the race. You were outside of 20 in the points here, which was about 7 out. And by our math, this right here obviously might put you in for the hunt there to be in the chase here for the Xfinity Series title here at ExtremeMotorsports99.com. What do you think about that?
Yeah, that's some good news. I know that's why, you know, at the beginning, or actually all race, I was kind of taking it easy. I was, you know, wasn't forcing anything. I was kind of just riding. Back when me and Jake and Alan, all them were battling, I was just riding, racing for points. So just kind of keep it up, you know, stay up near the front in the standings, and you know, get into the chase, and it's, you know, everybody's back on an even playing field.
Absolutely. Well, you know, and it's like me and Dave talked about throughout the race, you definitely needed to win here tonight to get yourself in any hopes of there, because, you know, being outside looking in, you know, we knew you was a long way out, but now being at, you know, we're saying you're in the top 20. Obviously, we'll get the official, you know, quote here by next week and whatnot, but with the win and being in the top 20 definitely puts you in the chase contention. All you got to do in the next couple races is just maintain in that top 20 now. By being there, and you get a shot to be the champ here at the Xfinity Series, and you're going into Talladega in that first race. But man, I gotta say, tonight here at Richmond, pulling the win off here under the lights here for ExtremeMotorsports99.com. You got anybody you want to thank out there for it?
Yeah, I want to thank, you know, Alliance Racing Group, me and Alan practicing. You know, we got our cars kind of dialed in, and, you know, we had to drive to each corner. Extreme Motorsports 99, you guys, you put on a great show. Sherwin Williams on the hood. Give a shout out to my dad and my wife, who watches these races, and everybody else who watches these races every week. And not only do I watch these, I watch a lot of other races that you guys do on the OSR Network and Dre Broadcasting, so I enjoy everything you guys do.
All right, well, we appreciate it, man, too. An awesome race here and an awesome win for you here tonight. Cameron Hearn pulling it off here at Richmond International Speedway. Woo! All right, Dave, I'll tell you what, happy guy right there because he knows what was in stake here tonight. A shot at trying to be the champ here at ExtremeMotorsports99.com Xfinity Series, and it was awesome. He pulled the win off here. I mean, it was an awesome race. I couldn't ask for any more action out there than we saw here tonight. Got any final thoughts?
It was a great race. A lot to be expected here from Richmond, but I mean, I can't wait to see what's going to happen next week in Kentucky. I mean, as we're getting here close to the end of the regular season.
Absolutely. Kentucky looming around the turn there at home of the Kentucky Derby. Well, we definitely got a lot of horses going to head out there to Kentucky Speedway next week for Extreme Motorsports 99. Well, we got one more race here at Richmond tomorrow night. Cup Series action. The big boys here at ExtremeMotorsports99.com. They'll duke it out here on the short tracks under the light here at Richmond International Speedway. Well, until then, myself, Joe White, up here in the booth, and Dave Everly, man, here. I want to wish everybody a Merry Christmas, Happy New Year, and everybody have a good night.